Okay, so I've just been to this place, Gosh Comics, a half price sale on. Yeah, I've got a few comics. It wasn't a massive selection, but yeah, it was alright. Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the Notting Hill Comic Exchange. Let's go and see what they've got in here. So as you saw, I went to 2 comic shops yesterday. That Gosh Comics I've not been to in years. In fact, it was in a different location to what I'd been when I saw it the first time. It didn't have a massive selection, but it wasn't too bad. Let's see what I got in there. And it was half price, so I was quite pleased with getting half price comics. I managed to fill in nearly finished my Hellblazer run there. There's a few like missing from the beginning and a couple of later ones, well no, mid-ish, like 50-ish kind of thing. So I think I've got about 3 more of these to collect. So Hellblazer 10, Hellblazer 11. These only worked out to £1 each after the 50% discount, so that's always nice. Hellblazer 12, Hellblazer 13, Hellblazer 14. I think there's like 2 more that I need now. I think I need number 2 and number 51 or 56, something like that. Couple for my New Mutants, 95 and 96. I think I need about 7 more for my completed New Mutants run. I think the keys in this I've got as facsimiles because I'm not going to be paying big loads of money. I think it's Deadpool is the big key in that one, isn't it? I'm not even that much of a fan of Deadpool. I'd kind of completely missed him. I left. He just sort of been created when I kind of stopped reading Marvel. Full stop. So I never sort of read him much in the comics and got into when I first saw him. I don't think he was like being a wisecracking kind of guy. I think he was just I don't know. I think I only saw him once, like in X-Force 2 or something. That was the only time I ever read him before I went over to DC full stop. Anyway, we've got some Iron Mans. Nice, I can't beat a bit of Iron Man. Always a character that I enjoyed. It's funny how you don't sort of, when I was sort of collecting in a bubble with none of my other friends collected. I never read anything. There was no internet when I was collecting. I always thought that Iron Man was a really big character. I always assumed that he was like one of the top characters of Marvel because I always read it. He's a character I always read. But a lot of people, from what I've heard on video feeds and all that, people's streams, saying that Iron Man wasn't really doing that well for Marvel. It was only got a big like jump after the Iron Man movie started. I didn't realise that. I always just assumed that he was a big character because I remember him well. That's a very familiar cover. Hopefully it's not a double. It shouldn't be a double because I've written my list out properly. But I'm sure I remember like a dragon and Diablo standing on a building like that. Anyway, at the mercy of the Mandarin. Yeah, it was a bit low. A lot of the stuff they had was modern, a lot of modern comics in there. They never had a great selection of older stuff. But when I saw they had quite a few Iron Man that I needed, I picked up a few Iron Man. And this is the one that they showed on No Faces Chat on the worst covers ever show that they did last week. I think it was Roger who pointed out that Vibro there is creating a chasm in between his own legs. I think it's just, you know, descriptive, I suppose. They wanted to show what he could do on the cover. I very much doubt there's a scene like that inside the comic where he's creating a blinking huge chasm beneath his own feet. Right, so there wasn't an awful lot in that shop, but I got these for about £17, which is quite good. I looked at it, I thought, well, that sounds like a good price. I thought she made a mistake even and charged me too little, but no, that's what it came to when it was half price. It's a shame there wasn't a few more in there. They did have a little box. They made a little sign on the wall saying ask for more Silver Age, and they got out these 3 boxes from underneath you to have a look at, and even half price they were more expensive than I thought they were worth. It's like, for example, there was a few House of Mysteries in there, like the Dial H for Hero. There's a few in there that I bought previously for £2 in another shop, and they was charging £18 or something like that for a blinking full, and I was like, yeah, I'm not willing to pay that. I'm sure I could find it cheaper elsewhere. So I didn't pick them up. Also, I was on a budget, right? And then so this is what happened. Same day as I was comic shop, and I was also with my mate Elric. We were doing like a music challenge. It was like £20 budget. We had to go to all the sort of few second-hand music shops in London, our old haunts from we used to buy music more regularly, and basically so we could buy the best stuff for 20 quid. That video's up on my channel if you want to check that out. And yeah, so he didn't get anything in the two shops that we didn't went in, so we went to go to another place. Was quite a good shop for vinyl, but they also have like a second-hand book exchange there, and further on there a second-hand comic exchange as well. So I was quite happy to go there, let him look in the record shop while I went into the comic exchange. Right, so let's see how I do these in order, shall I? I'll show you the. Oh no, I just do them as they are here. So I went through the 50p bins. Managed to get, this is one of the only Superman from this run that I needed. I think I need a couple of the early ones, and then number 73 randomly was missed out, so I managed to find number 73 for 50p. I started getting the damage run. You might have seen that in my Christmas haul. I got about 6 more that I need, and number 2 was in there. I knew this was one of the ones that I needed, so that's cool. Put that in my bag. Convergence, I've read most of these online actually, but it was like, you know, Suicide Squad, Convergence 1 and 2, the full set. Like a throwback to the old Suicide Squad, and it was only £1. So it's like, yeah, that'll do. I'll get that. I'm not that bothered about collecting the Convergent ones. So I do want the second part of the Blue Beetle story, because I've got the first part. Right, Murder Falcon. I think I've got 1 and 2 of Murder Falcon. It's a guy who uses heavy metal to fight monsters. What more can you ask for? I know a lot of them have got homages to famous heavy metal record covers. I'm not too sure if this is one of those variants or not. It looks kind of I got a feeling maybe Ingrid Malmsteen did a cover like this. I'm not too sure if this is this is just the standard cover. It doesn't jump out at me as being a homage to a heavy metal album, but maybe it is, and I just didn't know. Right, that was only 50p. Right, now the main thing I got in there. Conan, they had a massive batch of Conan in there. Now with this comic exchange, what they do, every month, if the comics don't sell, they knock the price down a bit. And these have been in there, when they first came in, they were going at £4, and now they've gone down to £3. If I waited another month, I might have gone back and it might have been £2, or they might have all been sold out. So it's like, well, I'm here now, I'll buy a few of them. And I managed to get some quite early-ish ones, in 20s and 30s kind of range, a nice little run. So I've got 25. 26, 27, 28. Sorry about the big labels over them, covering the blinking cover. That's only on the outside, but it is kind of obscuring me showing you the covers, really. that evil magician's, evil sorcerer's face is being covered up by a blinking price tag. Yeah, that's number 29. Number 30, he's fighting some giant bat-like thing. The Devil Beasts of Nergal. I think Nergal was the name of a demon from the Hellraiser run as well. These are all UK variants as well. I know he's still got 6p on them. 6p. Oh, blimey. Right, number 31. They had a bit of a run of the Secrets of the Haunted House, which is the horror run I'm trying to get, but they were like £4 in there, so I might go back in a month or two to see if they're still there, if they've gone down to £2, in which case I might try and snap them up. But 32, Flame Winds of Lost Kitai. Yeah, that's what it says at the bottom. I have no idea what it says up there because there's a big label over it. Right, number 33. I know a lot of people say the best one is to get 1 to 100 of Conan, but I kind of ended up getting a few after 100, so I'm like, well, I might as well just write all the numbers down. If I see them, I'll get them as well. Sumerian, to win the priestess, to save your own life, you must face the gauntlet of the 7 deaths. Then face it I shall, says Conan. Because he's one badass dude. Right, number 34. So that's a pretty decent run. The Temptress in the Tower of Flame. Can't Can't trust them temptresses now, can you? Right, then we've got to jump to number 64. And the jumping price has gone up to 10p, from 6p to 10p. That's preposterous, if that's the correct way of saying preposterous. I don't think it is. Right, and 99 cents, sorry, 99, number 99, which cost 40 cents. So this is the only American version that I got in this buy. And then the last one I got, this is really cool. I've seen this before, like online, and I thought, oh, yeah, I really like that. And they had about 4 or 5 copies there. And I almost wish that I'd picked them all up now, because they were going for 50 pence each. And I went online to look at it, and it's like $18 for an 8.0. And this looks bloody at least a 9. So, and like for 50 pence, I reckon this is probably worth $20. But it's not really like I'm not sure how well of a sought out comic it is, but it's a fun looking comic. It's got dinosaurs. Danger! Dinosaurs at large! It's got Captain Comet in it. He's not like the most well known or beloved of characters, but he's a really cool character. I like him. Yeah, and I was just thought, well, I could have picked this up and could have picked up the rest of these maybe and give them out as AOKs or something. But yeah, because I'm not in, I'm in the UK, so it's not really easy doing AOKs. To be honest, lots of people in America and that cost too much. But yeah, I thought about going back and picking up the rest of them. Maybe we'll still do that. If they're there when I go back, I'll go and pick them up. But for 50p for a blinking book, which I think is probably worth about $20, I think that's pretty decent. Yeah. DC Special, Danger, Dinosaurs at Large. Who can resist a bloody book with dinosaurs on it? And there's a bloke turning into a dinosaur there. It's either turned into a dinosaur or it's a dinosaur man who's controlling the dinosaurs. Looks a little bit Challenge of the Unknown maybe at the front there, but yeah, wearing the sort of purple jumpy suits kind of the thing that the Challenge of the Unknown were known for, but I'm sure it would have them mentioned on the front cover if they were in it. Right, so that's it. That is no more comics for me for January, unless I get AOK or win the lottery or something like that. I suddenly find a friend who's got lots of comics they want to give me. Unlikely, but you know, you could dream. So now I'm just going to shout out a small channel, and guess what? I've left my laptop in the other room with all the future shout outs that I wanted to do. I can't remember the name of the next one that was on my list. I actually looked at it earlier. I'm going to have to run out and get my laptop and go and find them and come back and give you a shout out for that channel. So hopefully I will remember to clip the bit when I'm no longer in the room. Or maybe you could read this Hellblazer while I'm outside. No, that won't work. I try and clip it, so otherwise you've got a long wait of me going all the way out there, all the way back again. Okay, the next person on my list of channels to shout out, less bigly channels that need some CCC, some comic community camaraderie. If you're a comic community person in good stead, then you should add these people, sign them up, sub their channels, go watch a video, go leave a comment, give them some love, give them some welcome into the community. Right, so this one I've chosen, well, I've sort of, basically I just looked, when I see a channel and I look at them and I think, oh, they haven't got that many views or that many subs yet, I add them to my little list. Right, so let's just see if I can have a quick look at this person, if I can remind myself. It's someone called Kollecting Kaos with K's. Is this the guy? He's only got 49 subs at the moment. I think I've watched quite a few of his videos. Yeah, that's right. He does the Eternal My Light project. I thought that was it. He's always like showing off. He's got some really nice comics, some really old, nice. He just showed us a load of 1940s Tarzan comics. I remember watching that one. He also does modelling, painting his different models. He was painting the Hulk on this channel, and he does some comic repair videos as well, which are always interesting to watch. He doesn't always do commentary on them, a little bit of commentary, but I don't know, it's kind of like fascinating to see him doing a little bit, putting the tape on there, fixing up, showing some love to some previously loved comic books to make him a little bit more sparkly, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Kollecting Kaos, only got 49 subs. He definitely deserves more. He's a good, engaging chap with his, talking about his comics and that. He doesn't show his face. He's all for like hands-on view kind of thing. But yeah, let's have a look. I've watched about the last 6 or 7 of his videos, I think. I watched quite a lot of his videos actually. What was I accidentally press play? But yeah, go and sub him up. Kollecting Kaos. The link will be up in the corner, one of these corners. Also be down in the description down below. Make sure you give him a big sub. Make sure you watch some of his videos and give him some thumbs up, give him some comments, and yeah. Until I return, probably in February, Unless I decide to do some other kind of comic thing. I saw a Flash comic, an old Flash comic with a quiz page in it. I was thinking to see if I could dig that out and do a quiz. See if anyone would be interested, and not for any prizes or anything, just for a bit of fun. I might do that if I can be bothered. But if not, I'll see you in February probably, comic community. And until I see you again, may all your news be good news.
Go and show some comic community camaraderie by going to Collecting Kaos. Yeah!